Hey guys, John from the John Muir Show here, and for quite some time we've heard a lot of liberal politicians throughout the country saying that any foreign national should be able to illegally cross our southern border, of course doing so for what they believe is going to be their own political gain. But now it seems that one of those politicians, he's not just advocating for others to do it, he's actually doing it himself. A letter from U.S. Custom and Border Protection says New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio violated both U.S. and Mexican immigration laws during a June 21st trip to the southern border. The document alleges that de Blasio, along with his NYPD-led security detail, illegally crossed the border near El Paso, Texas. A Border Patrol agent reportedly asked de Blasio and his entourage if they received authorization from another Border Patrol officer or a public affairs officer to be in the area in question. One member of de Blasio's security detail allegedly responded with no. The letter says that de Blasio's team pointed toward Mexico when asked how it is that they got to the area where they were having this discussion with the Border Patrol agent. And the agent reportedly told de Blasio and company that he wanted them to remain at the scene. He was ordering them to stay there for the time being, with the group allegedly defying that order and saying, no, screw you, we're just going to go right back to Mexico again. All the agent was trying to do was to try and take the group to an official crossing point for a federally required inspection. Seems, like it's a pretty reasonable request since that's what the laws of the land state has to happen in situations like this. But apparently Mr. de Blasio, the mayor of New York City, thought, oh, I'm Mr. Mayor, I'm above the law. You know what? I'm not going to abide by any of what you want me to do, even though you're just following the laws on the books. I've got an idea. How about we all just as Americans start following the damn laws on the books, because those are the laws on the books. That is how you have a successful country. If you're going to be a legitimate country, as I say so often because it's so important, you need to have laws and borders that you enforce. But so many liberals don't care about those things. And of course, de Blasio, he's trying to make this up like he did nothing wrong, like he's some saint, like he's some poster child here. And he comes out and saying that, oh, you know what? No, my team's going to tell you that we actually did have prior authorization, even though they don't offer any further detail, and they're probably lying through their teeth the entire time. You see, Mr. de Blasio clearly subscribes to what's becoming an increasingly accepted idea in liberal circles, and that's, if there's a law in the books that I don't like, I'm just going to defy it, encourage other people to break it as well, instead of actually going through the proper channels, like the legislative route where you, work to actually get yourself elected, introduce a bill, and see if you can try and drum up support for it and change the law in the books. That's too time-consuming for a lot of liberals who know that most people, anybody with common sense, wouldn't support or sign on to any of the stupid things that they're advocating for nowadays. So for de Blasio, he decided, you know what, I'm just going to make my own rules. And he literally went down to the border and defied our federal immigration laws he's encouraged so many others to do. It's just sickening that us conservatives, we are trying to preserve this country. All we want is to have a common sense country where law and order prevail, but yet so many liberals like Bill de Blasio, who sadly is in a position of a lot of power, continue to try and destroy that country that we care so much about. That's all the time that we have for today, but tune into the John Muir Show each and every weekday on WTAQ, WHBL, and WSAU. Till next time, I'm out.